Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. So far we have discussed like what is view, and we also discussed about the simple view, complex view. We saw a few of the scenarios like insertion process, right, deletion process, updation process. But at the time of discussing about these views, we also mentioned one thing, that it maintains the data security, right? View maintain the data security. What it means? So this thing we will discuss in this session, like how we can maintain the data integrity or data security with view. Okay, so before that, let me quickly recap all the things regarding view. Like view is something which does not hold actual data but provide a replica of the base table. And what is base table? Base table is a table where we store the actual data, and from that data we create a view, and through view we can perform some operations like insertion, deletions, updation, right? But what exactly it do? It update the data into the base table, not in the view, because view does not contain any data. Okay, so let me show you one table, the base table that we are using here. Select star from Sharmit once. Okay, before that I need to hit this query strsql. Okay, here I will show you the actual table, which is select star from Sharmit 1 slash let me check the table name once, university. Yeah, so table name is university. Fine, so this is the data that we have stored in our university table, which contains, let me close this so that you can see the data properly. Yeah, so here we have a student ID, student name, marks, faculty name. If I do shift F8, then another column is feedback from the faculty. Okay, now assume this is a table of university, and now what we are doing, we want to update the data, or we want to share these data with only with the faculty members, so that they can update if, let's say, if, they want to check the data again whether everything is okay or not. So we are just providing them one replica so that they can verify the data and they can take the appropriate action. But at this time university want that they don't want to disclose feedback for all the faculty member. It means like for this student Karthik, faculty Arjun has assigned some feedback. If I do shift F8, he has mentioned that excellent performance, but it is not relevant to other faculty member, right? We don't want to show like which teacher has shared the feedback for which student, right? So for that reason, what we will do, we can share only these information with faculty member to double check their marks, because only we want to check them their marks, not the faculty feedbacks. Okay, so in this case, what we will do, we will create one view which will show only this much of data. Okay, why this much? Because after 5 you can see these are the test records, and let's say if result is not prepared for these students, so we don't want to include these things, right? What we will do, we will just include only 5 record until marks column. Okay, so let's see how it works. So for that I have created the query, the first query we will use, and then we will see like what is the drawback here if I create a normal view. So you can see I'm creating this view, create view student portal 1 as select, and here I'm selecting 3 columns: student ID, student name, marks, from university, where student ID is less than equals to 5, and then I'm hitting enter. Okay, it is already existing, so let me delete this first and recreate it for you. Drop view student portal 1, so it is dropped. Now we will recreate this again. It is created. Now if I do the query on this student portal 1, which we are going to share with the faculty member, select star from, so you can see it shows only this much of data, not the other columns, right? Other columns are not available because feedback is anonymous thing, right? We are not sharing it with everyone. Now we will discuss about the drawback of this view. Let's say if I want to insert some data, or we have instructed that faculty member that you have to insert or update data only for the employee only for the student ID 5 till student ID 5, not more than that. So in that case, let's say if I forgot this rule and if I try to insert into student portal 1 F4, enter. Here I'm trying to insert 800 test and marks is 800. If I hit enter, it is inserted, but it should not be, because we are not providing this view. It is not satisfying the declaration of view, right? We have only we are allowed to update only data till student ID 5, but still it is updating record. And if I check the actual table data, then record is inserted, which is not correct, because you are impacting the university data without their permission. You have inserted that record, right? So to fix that, we need to add one more keyword here that we will discuss. Okay, and another thing is same thing. Let's say if I want to delete something, so I will go delete from, and here I will use student portal 1 where student ID is, let's say, 700. So it is allowing, okay, it is not allowing for deletion, it is not allowing, but for insertion it is allowing. Let me show you the data again. Alright, so 700 data is not there, so we will try to delete the 500. Let me see you. Okay, so now I am trying to delete the 500 and still it is showing student ID not found. But it is allowing us for inserting the record without permission of the university, because university has provided only way to view the data or to update till student ID 5, not more than that, but still it is allowing us to insert the data. So how to fix that issue? How to maintain the security here? So here what we can do, we can create, let me create another view with some other keyword which will maintain this thing. So this is the query for the view, and here what I'm using, I'm using create view student portal, let's say 2, as select student ID, student name, marks from university where student ID is less than 5. Till here we have everything right in the previous query, but we have added extra thing which is with the check option. So if I do query here and if I run the data, I run the query to show you the data. So here it is showing only 5 records. And now if I try to insert the data through this student portal 2 for, let's say, 1000, and if I try to hit enter, it will show insert or update not allowed because a resulting row does not satisfy. And if I press F1 here, satisfy view definition student 002 in Sharmit. Okay, so this is the way through which we can restrict user, or we can maintain the security, because now it is not allowing us to perform any insertion without university permission. And how university is giving us permission? Through the view conditions. They have mentioned that you have to look at only the table which contains record till student ID 5, not more than that, because other record is not useful for there, and university has not completed their marks, right, prepared their results. All right, but what will happen, let's say if I want to delete the record, delete from student portal 2 where student ID is 5. So we can delete it. Why? Because it is satisfying our condition. It is not against the university condition, right? Because view has that capability. We have created the view which can perform operations till student ID 5, and we are deleting it. Okay, let me remove this space. So 5th record is deleted, and now if I try to insert 5th record, it will allow us, because 5th is inside the condition, right? We have mentioned the condition that it should delete or update records till student ID 5. So still we are able. Okay, so you can see this is the actual data, and if I do the query on student portal 2, it will show the same data but till student 5 only. So this is the advantage of with check option. You can see now the data is same. So now if I explain you again all the things in short way, then what we did, if we are creating normal view, then it is allowing us to insert the record in base table whether it is satisfying the condition of the view or not. But the moment when you create the view with a keyword with the check option, then it will restrict the user and it will ask user only to update those things which is satisfying the view condition, not other than this. Even you are not able to insert, delete or anything. Okay, so with this thing we can maintain the integrity of the data, because now whatever the purpose, let's say if I have created the view with some purpose, right? I don't want to make change, I don't want to allow user to make changes in my base table. So what I will do, I will simply create a view with check option, and then they will perform the data operation only till the record I have allowed them, because I have allowed still student id 5, so they can perform operation, but more than that they are not supposed to do anything. Okay, and it will restrict it. So this is how we can maintain the data integrity in views using with check option. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.